All right.
That's my fetish.
Here we are.
Let's go.
Wonderful. On Bioplant, Karwik's map pick. To me, this is the dark horse of the tournament. If there's anyone that's going to be Agent, it will be this man. Just because he has such an edge in mechanics. And I think that he's a very, very interesting matchup for Firebot as well in that sense. So far, nothing much to talk about. Mega for Karwik, both the blues. It's just the nicer side of the map to begin. Doesn't get a shaft off the start and needs to fight for that now. On the red. Well, this is clumsy.
100 damage. Doesn't get the red. Firebot gives it away, and there's enough time for Karwik to get maybe on this Mega. He's actually just going to rush over to that blue, expecting his opponent to be there and picking it up, and he was correct. Still plays with Mega to the back of him. Just wants to exchange, throws a slow weevil. Oh, he's so cheeky. What are you doing, Karwik?
They're
why
both
not?
so
Just
cheeky.
rocket
Even
jump.
that rocket jump.
Oh, what a clown.
We go to the red. We go to the red. He gets it. Firebot doesn't show up, which doesn't surprise me. Look, Firebot loves an item, but what he loves even more than an item is not dying. He just refuses to die a lot of the time. Which, as I say, it sort of means he plays not to lose more than he plays to win sometimes. Whereas Karwik just the opposite. As we're seeing right now, bodacious plays is what I'm going to say.
Shot.
On this Mega, making himself known.
Yeah, it's like he's not in a tournament playing for money, isn't it? It's like he just joined a ranked game and he's just, you know, early morning trying to do some stupid stuff to see how he's playing today. But does cost him a little bit here. Firebot took the red.
When you're a player like Karwik, who has so much success with his raw mechanics, you can stumble, you can over-aggress, you can overextend, and that's what we saw there. And Firebot, a very patient player, happy to wait for you to make a mistake before he pounces. This Mega, it's looking like Firebot's made a very, very adept defense there, and we'll pick up the major item. Red going to go the way of Karwik, though.
Yeah, you can see the Firebot already very stationary in comparison to Karwik. Karwik just looking to exchange damage. It will cost him his life in this situation, which is pretty painful because Firebot can just charge into that red room if he wants to. But already you can see Firebot very cautious as a player, takes the blue before he goes into the red, predicts his opponent is down there. He is correct. The red is already gone, wants to do some exit damage, misses the pincer, and he's going to head back into the Mega Room. Got to be careful about being rushed. I think if you're playing Karwik, from what I would do if I was a pro gamer in this situation, is predict him to come at you with aggression at every opportunity. And actually, Firebot lets his guard down. If he held the rocket position across there at the entrance door on the floor, he would have won that situation. But, you know, Karwik has shown his cards. Like, this is the great thing about when you're dueling somebody. You kind of learn more about them as it goes on, and you can adapt, you know, from getting information about how they are playing. And, you know, Firebot, a little bit sloppy there, lets Karwik, gets the frag, and now it's going to be a tough situation over by the Mega, and Karwik going to secure that with a nice rocket. Next Mega going to be around 50, just before it. And 44 is going to be. So it could be a double red here for Karwik. And he actually moves off. This is a mistake that Buxton made. It's like moving around the map when actually the best thing to do is wait for red. And that might give Firebot an opportunity to set up a trap here, GMT.
Certainly could, couldn't he? And we'll see. At the moment, all going quiet. I'm going to click around. Firebot's currently at the Mega. Seems quite content to trade a major item, but yeah, he will manage that. So a stack advantage for Karwik, but it's not as big as it could have been. And I think Firebot doing, as we've said, waiting for Karwik rather than going to him. Here's the fight, though, and it's very messy indeed. The rockets for Karwik, that much better. He's going to take the frag. He's going to take the blue, and now he's going to aggress onto the red, and I think Firebot's got to get out of dodge.
Yeah, when Firebot plays this slow, like he doesn't have a lot of jump and dodge to him in combat, your rockets only get stronger. And I feel that Karwik is hitting really good rockets throughout this whole match. Even there, you know, he's pushed himself a little bit too much maybe, but hits a really nice rocket. And again, such a great rocket. You know, those are still hard to hit. And so it's such a nice advantage to have over your opponent when you can feel that they're not out dodging your rocket, so to speak.
Yeah. You see that little MG? He was trying to hit a pincer and he accidentally switched, I think. Just the 5 damage pincer shot. Lovely. Coming in with more aggression is Karwik, because why not? There's why not. Firebot strikes back, and Well, you put Firebots back against the wall, he actually becomes pretty dangerous. Playing for this red.
Yeah, he's got to be
very smart use of the high ground here. Having to MG though, the shaft that much better. Karwik takes him down, not with a lot of HP here, but well be able to assert himself onto the map once he picks his blue.
Not
Could have done a lot more though.
From Firebot.
Yeah, he got away with it, but I don't think he should have. Very strange for Karwik to miss that
Cheeky
much.
dodges from Karwik.
A drop from Fireball once again in with the rockets. Needs one good one to land. Pincer off the mark as well. Fucking Harry Potter, the boy who lived here, Karwik. 16 HP, no armor, still peeking. Why not?
He's he likes his combat. I mean,
He loves
it's
it.
quite insane for him to push himself this much, and actually Firebot gonna get knocked up by the shotgun and then hit himself with a rocket. Karwik's gonna come up the lift and finish him off with a nice shotgun blast. Doesn't want to take this fight, gets a nice bit of distance, hits one pincer, could go through the teleporter and look for another one. Predicting his opponent is now in the yellow room, but he does have position on this mega. Again, a nice pincer shot. Karwik hitting some crucial moments here. But unfortunately, getting hit by that pincer is going to send him back off. I think that was his slow weeble that he just threw down randomly. Why not? Who needs it?
It might have been. I think it might have been. Karwik, he's got one gear, hasn't he? He's all gas, no brake. And you love to see it, even if it does lead to a funny situation or two. Now attacking onto this upper blue. Firebot will take the item, but left worse for wear, and that pincer really dents him. But the rockets are good enough. He knocks Karwik to the side there and just keeps him pinned.
He goes for a lot of extravagant plays, Karwik. It's like, look good first, win second.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
For the frag movie. Not for the game.
Jumps into the room. Hits 100 rocket, though, onto Firebot. He's got the red armor as well. Firebot wants to hold him at the pincer. Gonna do the mouse shake as he's annoyed that he missed that shot. Hits a nice little flick there, but still at a huge disadvantage. Gotta be careful about picking up this mega. Karwik takes the red, comes back into the mega room. Takes a pincer for his troubles. Karwik pushing forward, but I mean, sorry, Firebot on the defense again. Quite slow, quite, you know, not many opportunities for mistakes. I think his mistakes that he's making is just, hitting a rocket here and there that he shouldn't hit on himself and missing a pincer that he shouldn't have missed. But he's quite comfortable playing at this speed, it feels like.
Right. Yeah, this is his comfort zone. If you ever watch Firebot stream, you know, sometimes you're frustrated by it, and then other times you're just so enamored by his composure under such duress. And well, he's under duress right now as Karwik continues to push in. One pincer would kill Firebot unless he can pick up the red armor. He will. Karwik relents for a moment, and Firebot is once again going to have a little bit of room to breathe unless he drops on a shaft. Went well for him though, till it didn't.
That pincer shot, Firebot surprise, was looking up to see if there was a teleporter exit. Wasn't going to be the case. And Karwik now has a 2-frag lead over Firebot. Looking for a little bit of pincer damage, not able to connect. And I'm expecting him to rush his opponent here, as that seems what he's normally done. Center room, no fear. Rocket jumps up, only scores 5 damage, but actually gets a kill with a slow evil. Firebot down by 3.
Down by 3, and it may well be 4. Karwik, though, can't quite find an in on this fight and ends up pretty low himself. Not so low that Firebot pushes in, but that was a little bit hairy for both of them. And as we are getting to the pointy end of this game, Golden Frag is about to rear its gilded, gleaming head. Karwik on the precipice. It must feel so daunting for Firebot right now.
Yeah, he's
high ground rocket.
Don't be worried in this situation. Needs to leave and needs to get onto the red. Lucky not to get hit by that pincer, but Karwik will make a swift entrance, putting out some more damage now. Even though the red's picked up, he knows his opponent's weak, but Firebot, nice pincer with 15 HP remaining, and he gets away with 5. Nice pincer there as well. Picks up 50, and he's going to get the blue. Karwik going to try and score some cheeky damage here, I'm sure. So Firebot just needs to play a little bit cautious. Nope, just going to drop and earns himself a frag.
He certainly does, and a crucial one at that. 9 to 8 we go. We're nearing the golden frag still. It's a minute and 20 seconds away. Firebot would love to delay that little bit more. Rockets up close. Firebot hitting well. So does Karwik, but the stack trumps it for Firebot, and that's lovely stuff from him. Now, can he hold on now against more aggression? The MG at range. Firebot takes a spill, and Karwik, well, he doesn't go for the red. He's going to have to try and play for this Mega, but I think Firebot could get here in time to make it quite
Mega's 40, so Mega's spawning now. This is where Firebot could win the game. Oh, he tries to get past and get the frag, but isn't able to do so.
He just tried to casually walk past.
Yeah, he had the time on it. I think he was committing that he could get on it mid-combat. Yeah. It's risky, but it was a good play.
It was, and a mutual frag, golden frag, now activated for Karwik. I would love to switch to his POV for that reason. He's going to have the upper blue, I believe, looking for the lower one now. Mega was at 40. What's it now? It's probably in the region of 20.
15. Yeah.
15? Okay. So we'll be up now.
It's like spawn now.
Karwik wants to get damage rather than his item.
For a little bit. There we go. Yeah, 2 frags the lead for Karwik. Firebot really needs to predict that when they engage in combat, Karwik doesn't like to back off. See, he doesn't back off there. He's just like, +4, let's get through those doors and let's score some more damage. And if Firebot can really play around that and kind of predict this, change his style a little bit, these 2 frags lead could disappear very quickly for Karwik.
Absolutely, but so far he's looking pretty good. Firebot on the back foot and has to keep him away. A lovely little deterring rocket and a direct. Firebot is back in this, ladies and gents. Off the spawn though, here's the rush. Karwik can either take a red, I think, or he can try and take Firebot down. It's going to be on upper blue. Firebot now back to the red. And it's very tempting.
Why did he try and rocket jump into the red room? He's nuts. He was just like, I'll rocket jump over you and hit 2 good rockets. I'm sure that will win me the game. Not going to happen. Does, again, come flying through the room.
You can see the fear in Firebot. A 75 damage, if that was 80, of course, it was curtains, and it certainly is now. Map 1 goes to Karwik.
Messy, as how I'm gonna describe that one. Yeah, Karwik has a style that you can abuse, right? If he's running into rooms or re-engages in combat, he really likes to see what he can do around a corner, right? If you knock him out of the corner, he will pop around again and try and take a shot. So you have to start abusing that versus him. But overall, yeah, great play. But I feel like Firebot was like, all you need to do is not be pushed around. And he just got pushed around a little too much. So credit to Karwik for that. But I do feel that Firebot gave him a lot of opportunities to score too much damage when really it should have been Karwik taking that damage. But here we go, second map, 1-0 up now for Karwik. And again, finds his opponent, just gonna try and rush him down. Firebot's trying to connect with his pincers.
What?
And again, Karwik around a corner hits a perfect rocket. Oh my god. It's got to be so triggering to play versus this if you're not successful.
Yeah. I
would be triggered.
That's rough. That's really rough. And it's even worse.
Rocket jumps up.
What's going on?
There is no respect. I love the way he plays though, because he just doesn't respect his opponent's kind of ability. He just really pushes them to the edge, and so many times you're just caught off guard. It's like, who rocket jumps up to stop you from getting the 25 HP? And then again, amazing flicks by Karwik. His mechanics coming into play. 3-0 now, Firebot. Let's hopefully he can kind of keep composure. 2 great rockets, 4-0. Yellow armor to spawn, goes to Karwik. What a start of the match.
That is very strange on Perilous as well. see a 4-0 scoreline this early. Karwik, the force of nature, just pushing on in with that shaft. And, well, he picks up a blue, but I don't think he planned to. I think his plan was definitely just find the Firebot. If the items are in the way, why not pick them up? It's something to behold. It's almost like he refuses to interact in a meaningful way. Like, he doesn't mind you doing almost anything. He's going to act the same way no matter what. Going to be dropping on this Mega. That is Karwik's.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit more around items now, though. He's waiting for a yellow. It's good to see him stand still for a moment. You know, take a breath. And then this red should basically be gone. That's twice. Oh, God. And he rocket jumps up, trying to get a flick on a rocket again. Big risky plays, and finally it's going to cost him 4-1 now. I don't think Firebot has time on the Mega. I do think it's 28. So he should know it's the major item that he needs, and he is in kind of position for it. So he's going to check for it now, I'm hoping. There it is. And Karwik going to enter the room. Again, Firebot hits 2 great pincers. And I was going to say, again, needs to be careful about some of the aggression, but he's kind of tamed Karwik a little bit here. And he knows he's going to want that yellow armor. And he knows that the Mega's going to be 0-3, so he could be playing for another red. Nice drop down. That was a nice big jump, so he made no sound. Unfortunately, doesn't hit the pincer. Good follow through. Looking to chase. He's got Mega behind him. Needs to collect this kill, get the Mega. Drop on him.
And there it is.
Get Mega.
Takes a pincer for his time, but all in all, pretty decent there for Firebot. He's not going to be unhappy with it. What he will be unhappy about is Karwik's spawn over on the red.
Yeah, inevitable. That's going to happen when you score frags on that side of the map. But he can pick up more. And Karwik not getting the best rockets in that situation. Still a lot of this Mega health for play for Firebot now. And again, you should know that Mega is going to be about 38. Going to push in. Going to play the rocket game. Does take a lot of damage, but scores himself. He's going to rocket jump up and hopefully get just on the Mega in time. I'm pretty sure it should be up. Yep, I mistimed it. He knows better than me. Nice timing from Firebot, bringing us back to even at 4-4.
Nice timing, and also, I think it's very easy to spin the narrative that maybe Firebot's mechanics are weak, but it's not really a case of them being weak, it's a case of him not relying on them. You can see, though, he's holding his own perfectly well. When he's comfortable, when he knows where he's going, his hit scan especially, very on point. Pincer at 52 right now, and he shot a fair few.
Yeah, I think his mechanics are great. It's more the fact he's getting surprised, and he really shouldn't be surprised. Yeah. So it finally feels that he's slowed down Karwik, though, which is where you would want to play versus this person. If you take them out of their comfort zone and you make them play your game, you know, that's always hopefully going to lead to your kind of success in the match. So the fact that Firebot has got Karwik playing slightly slower for currently is a win for him, right? Yeah. He feels, I think, very comfortable in this situation. So tamed the map a little bit, which is nice. And in comes
now
Mega
Firebot
for him
can
as
do
well.
what Firebot likes to do. That's pick up items. It's his favorite thing. Even more so than his mother, his girlfriend, his dog. He just likes items. He's mad for it. He's going to be coming over to this red. This could be the next big fight. Karwik on the platform. Firebot trying to make his way in with the pincers. Shaft already out there from Karwik. Hitting quite a good bit of damage here. The rockets both good, though. Switch to the pincer that wouldn't have killed anyway. Karwik, he might kick himself for that.
Yeah, Karwik made the better moves in terms of weapons and dodging, but unfortunately, you know, he didn't execute well enough, and there was 2 great rockets from Firebot, and he's going to score himself the Mega as well, and he should be able to get this red, so he's feeling very good right now. This is an easy red pickup, and I imagine maybe a rocket jump up through the middle of the map, or just try and get somewhere center quick, so you can start hearing your opponent, but actually needs to replenish. And yeah, okay. Doesn't need to, you know, kind of force this. Playing again a little bit slow. You know, he got the frag, and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to change my pace just because I had a nice advantage. You know, I like it this pace. Let's keep playing slow.
Firebot is very happy to win a map by 1 frag. He doesn't particularly care about margins. Which has cost him, because it sort of demands perfection, because you get so little off of your control, whereas they can get a flurry of frags with riskier play. But at the same time, it means he doesn't throw away games very easily. Very
Yeah,
rarely
this is a
does
tough
Firebot
situation for Firebot now.
lose himself. Yeah, this is a bit
Red
awkward,
and
but
yellow are going to be spawning roughly the same time, but yellow first, so Karwik can come rushing in. He will pick up this, but he's only got red, so it's not too much, but hits 2 great rockets. Nice switch from the shaft there to the rocket launcher. And that's a really important frag for him. It gives him a little bit of breathing room if he wants to continue playing this slow game. And again, hits a pincer shot on the pincer pickup. Really, really good duel players do this a lot. They're not interested in defending like items that they can't defend when it's like the armors and megas. But if you're a fresh spawner, they love doing damage on you when you're trying to get, you know, the rocket, the pincer, or the shaft. You can't really defend rockets that much. They're normally, you know, kind of split, and there's 2 of them on the maps a lot of times. But the pincer being center, some really crucial damage from Firebot on there. Nice switch to the rocket and jump forward and executes another clean frag. So really earned that off the back of the pincer shot. And again, he's just looking for it a little bit more, but he's quite happy now. He knows that the yellow's here. And again, yeah, he's keeping an eye on some of these really crucial items. Doesn't want Karwik getting this pincer.
So, James, what is it about Perilous that has meant that Firebot is this much better at it, you know, comparatively, than the Karwik Firebot matchup on Bioplan?
Well, at the beginning of it, there's more combat situations in Bioplan because it's a smaller map, so you have to fight if the opponent wants you to fight, and that's what Karwik wants. You saw Karwik trying to force the fights at the beginning of this game by rocket jumping up into Firebot. Had that have been successful, this could have been a runaway in the other direction, right? Because Karwik would have kept the pressure on. Because it was unsuccessful, being a larger map, Firebot can slow it down. And also the map, you can run a circle around the top and the bottom. So if you want to stay out of combat, you can. And Firebot isn't necessarily running away from his opponent, but he's just sitting in really nice positions where Karwik is like, okay, I can't attack now. So he's looking for mistakes. Nice rocket there from Karwik, but again, gets punished for not having the pincer. Just gonna walk forward with MG. And wins.
Okay. All right. There we go. Karwik has broken the game. None of it makes any sense. Cats and dogs living together in harmony. Pigs are flying. And
he gets the red.
It's all a bit strange. Yeah, no, he's got stack.
That's what he can do. This is where he can play aggressive and cheeky. Yeah, let's see what he can do off the back of this. He's not controlling the weapon pickups like Firebot was. He's assuming that Pincer's gone, but he's trying to lay a trap. Oh, misses a crucial second rocket. Does, though, get the frag. Mega should be up behind him. Gonna pick up the 25. This is the situation where Karwik won't back down from. Even though it's MG chip damage, he'll happily take this. He's even gonna go through. He's got to be careful. There was a shotgun pickup, but Firebot quick to escape out the left. Mega's been up for so long. Karwik, get it. It's been up for like 20 seconds. There we go. Back on a minute.
It's interesting. It's
Red's
like
now as well.
Firebot. Well, yeah, it is. Firebot's just going to stand on it for now. It's, yeah, walks away, and I think just as well, really. Karwik snack quite monstrous even before picking up that red, and you can see from his play right now that he knows that as well. He hasn't picked it up.
He hasn't picked up the red. He ran past it to score the damage. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's just like chasing down his opponent, trying to put him in a situation where if he does get a frag, he can convert, off the back of it a lot. Yeah. Rocket jump up. Ooh, nice angle from Firebot there, and unlucky to miss. Karwik should get on this red though pretty cleanly. Just has to be careful from the left if there's any kind of incoming pincer damage here. No incoming pincer damage. Red. Firebot wants to run the clock down, I think, to golden frag. If you run the clock down now, he gets 3 chances at golden frag, as opposed to 2, if he doesn't give up a frag. Here we go.
I'm honestly a little surprised at Karwik's restraint there, but now he's going to rocket jump to the red platform. Golden frag for Firebot. Can he make it happen? Shaft out. Looking a bit rough for Karwik. Has to back away. He was very, very close. Millimeters probably on the mouse map away from losing this map here and now.
This is good though. Karwik just played that great. Even though that was a horrible situation, that yellow and this blue pickup and position on red, this is huge. Firebot is, he could have won the game there, and that would have been Karwik's mistake. Firebot had great rockets as well from a low ground, which is very hard to hit. But this red pickup is massive for Karwik, and Firebot knows it. And I'm surprised I would imagine he wants to go and play really, like, take this yellow. Yes, once you take this yellow, now your opponent's in a tough situation. And it all comes down to this Mega. Firebot can't play for it. This is going to be definitely a chase. Doesn't want to go for the red again. Karwik going to rocket jump.
No, he does.
That rocket shot might cost him. That was a little bit too trigger happy. If he waited for a rocket shot and decided it was too hard and went for a pincer, he could have scored some damage. But now he has to play this yellow. And he needs to get there now and pick it up because it's not waiting for him. Or it is, but he should get it earlier. He's going to lose the Mega and have to play the red.
Yeah. It's going to be Mega for Firebot. We're on board with now. He's going to try and sneak his way in here. Is he going to sit on YA?
Oh, sorry. I was watching Karwik on the defense there. I realized you're watching Firebot on stream. Lol.
And Firebot, well, he's not going to push it too hard, is he? He's waiting for a very good engagement indeed. Going to be coming to the red now. Pincer out. Looking for the little egghead. And he's not found it, but still, Karwik in sight. Is he going to go for it? He's waiting for the drop. There's the pincer. Mega for Karwik, though, and he fires back with a pincer of his own. And Firebot went from having a dominating stack to now a slightly advantaged one.
Yeah, very boring play there from Firebot as well, right? When you get knocked off that Mega situation, you can actually beat your opponent to red armor. And you get the health bubbles in the corridor. If you don't feel that you want to take that risk, you can just take the yellow. But if by taking that yellow, you are at a disadvantage. You can either win big and probably respawn at the yellow anyway. Oh, here we go. Firebot's going to lose this one. Great movement and dodging from Karwik. Just fantastic. I mean, if you can outplay your opponent like that, why does he not go through teleporter? He could have hit some more damage. I don't think...
also, that was
when you have a
red.
pincer... Yeah, it was his red, but he missed it. But he had pincer as well to go for the teleporter. So even if Firebot wanted to fight, you only had a rocket and shotgun. Probably not even a shotgun. Anyway,
Karwik and major items are like opposing magnets, for fuck's sake. He's just walking past him now, and he has an awkward fight coming round the corner. Firebot hits the rocket. It's one apiece as we head into the third map, which I do believe was Casbah. And Casbah more in common with Perilous than I would say Bioplan.
Damage taken 5.9k, damage done 5.3k, meaning that Karwik did almost 500 damage to himself. Because it's almost 6k damage, so he did 500 damage to himself with rocket jumps in Perilous.
Fair play,
quite nice.
Fair play.
It's the way to play, yeah. He's probably really good at like Wipeout.
Oh yeah.
Alright, map 2, 1-1. Winner of this plays Agent.
Good luck.
Map 3, sorry, 1-1. GLHF's called. Okay, who do you think's going to take this, Joel?
I like Firebot on Casbah. I thought Karwik was the stronger player going into this tournament, but I think Firebot's showing that little bit of class, that little bit of extra that we don't always see from him. Yeah, I think he's probably slightly favored on Casbah. How about yourself?
Yeah, I feel that if Karwik's going to win this, it's going to be early. And this looks like it's going to Firebot. One more rocket.
Yeah,
that was really well controlled. Those rockets are actually quite hard to hit when you're under fire and taking damage and a little bit of knockback. But if Karwik starts fast and, kind of puts his opponent into weird situations, he can run away, I feel, with maps. But if it plays a slow game, as we saw from last map, I do think Firebot can edge it out, but it's not easy. Nice drop down. A good air rocket, though, from Karwik. Firebot surely going to secure this. Has the 50 before he goes through, and just picks up the frag with a tick of the shaft at 6 damage.
I mean, this is the thing. With Karwik's style, he demands magic from himself. He demands that he just hit some ludicrous shots if it's going to work. Whereas Firebot, so much the opposite. And that consistency is currently paying off in spades.
Yeah,
red here.
The way
is
that
very
we
careful about giving away the 50.
This the way we used to talk about this in the pro scene in the kind of earlier days was the younger players felt like those new signings to football teams, right? where they, instead of passing, they try and dribble around 3-4 defenders and score this crazy hard goal. And as you get older, as a striker, you're like, well, wait a minute, my percentage chance of doing this is so low, I might as well just pass it and play the safe game. And it kind of feels that Karwik's in that young striker phase, if that makes sense, where he's asking a lot of himself because he's, going into situations where the percent of him coming out on top is really not that high. But when it works, it's magic and you can run away with the game. But it's just risky versus these seasoned players like Firebot that play a lot more slow and controlled.
Well, and also Firebot has a great mentality. He doesn't get rattled. A lot of people will just crumble under aggression, but like you were saying, Agent, Firebot, these boys have been around the block once or twice. They can handle a young gun coming for their throne.
Well, Karwik now down, 3 frags. Hits a nice pincer. Hits a second great pincer shot there as well. Got Firebot very low. Could drop down on him. Kind of almost like a fake drop there. And actually now drops a couple more ticks of shaft and he will bring it to a 2-frag game. This red armor should be his. Got to watch out for these grenades. Straight back over to the Mega.
Big
no
stack
pincer
for
now for Firebot.
Oh.
Yeah, big stack and no pincer for Firebot. So interesting situation to see what Karwik does with this. He has a pincer?
He does.
How did Firebot have a pincer?
On a corpse? Probably on a corpse.
Firebot doesn't have a pincer.
He doesn't anymore, don't worry.
Shit. He didn't anyway. I checked.
I clicked over. I checked.
You didn't check.
This is a joke,
I don't
James.
believe you.
I did check.
Judge.
I'm recording my POV right now. Referee.
I can't.
He doesn't have a pincer now, I grant you, because he's dead. But
sure, now.
What does that say? Karwik, does he want to drop on a shaft? I feel like he might. Doesn't need to in the end. The damage is there. The damage is done. The frag is taken. And Karwik, it's more major items for him. He's just turning up to them. And if he sees Firebot, he shoots him like the Terminator.
I like that little rocket jump up to red there. Wish more players did that. It saves you so much time. And being in positions just a few seconds earlier can make all the difference of, getting an important shot in or surprising your opponent.
Ooh, come around the
nice
corner. Great rockets here from Firebot.
Yeah, go on. Do it.
Yeah, that is
the play-by-play,
classic. All right, well, I'm doing the analysis now. That is the classic out-of-control position on Casbah. I've had it explained to me by Firebot, actually, who's coached me a little bit. Essentially, if you stand there is no way of the opponent getting to you without making a lot of noise. So you're always able to respond, and we saw that's what he did. But unfortunately, the major items have gone the way of Karwik, and he's just been able to weather the storm of this deterring, suppressive fire from Firebot. And once again, it's the red.
Of course you're going to rocket jump up there.
Of course not.
Why not? Well, holds 38% of that red now and picks it back up with the blue. But Firebot's got to be feeling quite good for this mega fight. This could be his. 2 pincers go for Karwik, though.
And the most unnecessary flips you've
Should rocket
seen
jump up to
all
red.
day.
Rocket. Ah.
It's all right, James. He'll get him in the end. Don't worry.
I hope
He always
I hope he
gets his
frags him, Joel. He's worked so hard.
He deserves this.
It wouldn't be fair if
He's
he
given
didn't.
this game his heart and soul.
Yay! He is.
Get the confetti going, Jahar. You do have a confetti animation, right? There we go.
No.
One piece of confetti. Karwik.
Okay, so next red
Looking
on
good
15.
now. What's Firebot got to do?
Well, Firebot probably wants to take position on red if he can get any of these blues, but he needs a blue, and I don't think he's going to get it, but he's being very quiet. He does have a mega timing, so I'm imagining some chip damage here on red. No, he's finally picked up the blue. This is really bad for him. In general, it's like he has to trap somewhere or start the initial damage and just it to be incredibly devastating to Karwik. I'm not even sure that mega was taken. Maybe it was.
Who knows these days?
Who?
It's all gone to pot.
I
Playing
think
by the red is
might see
Karwik.
Firebot
Very
pick up
patient.
the mega.
And he's
Okay,
having...
that's unlucky. Patience from
close, about as
Karwik.
random as can be. Yeah. TI2, the flag. Good times. Firebot bangs him out though with the pincer. 9-6 now. This is doable for Firebot.
This is
Plenty
huge.
of time left.
This is a shaft kill into red armor pickup. Oh no!
Oh,
I spoke too soon.
you hate to see it.
That was like the biggest frag that was a comeback into the game. He literally that. Oh god, he's okay.
I would be
Right,
so
don't worry,
tilted.
Firebot. I'm tilted for him, and you said he doesn't tilt, so we have to be.
He doesn't
Emotional
tilt,
support. He got the Mega though, and he has time on it, so it's coming up just before a minute. Karwik sees it's gone, knows that it's going to be a red armor fight. Quite happy to pick that up. Nice chip damage there. Firebot now without any armor, and again, Karwik goes back towards the Mega. He's like, okay, I need this. This is my last thing I need. I'm winning. Not too long left on the clock.
But
if he gets
Firebot took
this,
the Mega pretty recently. He could get on the red. He's got the better positioning now.
I think that's okay though. Don't worry about it. Exchange a bit of damage, but if you get the Mega now, it's huge. Yeah, it's fine. If he gets the Mega, he's still, in my opinion, going to be in a good spot. Like one blue armor pickup and then push into red, and you're equal stack, if not slightly better than your opponent. And even that 48 damage rocket is pretty successful. So he just needs to get into this red room and not let Firebot get it for free.
Firebot holding his ground at the moment. Wants to back up.
Firebot did a great job defending this red.
Yeah. Oh. Did he drop to the wrong part though? Because now he has to cross with slow Weeble out. Shaft dropping on it is Karwik, but he pushes him to the red. And now Firebot, once again, down in stack and giving away an item that should have been his. He did all the hard work, and then he just dropped in the wrong place, I think.
Yeah. No, he really earned that red. That should have been his. Karwik saw the opportunity from the positioning. It was a nice slow Weeble. He didn't get the damage out from it, but he just kind of moved Firebot into a corner so he could drop on it. And even if you're going to shaft him as he comes down, he's still going to land on the red. So he is going to give this one away. So he's got a little bit more work to do. But again, 3 frags the difference. Just over 1 minute on the clock. If Karwik is playing it slow to hit golden frag, that's great. Oh, these grenades. Doesn't want to... No. Oh, nice pincer through the the window there. Tries to rocket jump up, and actually I think that was a little bit better for him. Had that rocket jump have gone up, he might have been trapped in this situation. He actually got high ground and is able to hit 2 pincer shots, 3 pincer shots. And now that blue is easy to pick up for him, and he knows it. And he knows that his opponent might go for this blue, and looks for the angle, hits it nicely. Nice jump in there. Didn't make a lot of noise at all. That was such great movement. I love it when players use the dodge mechanic to kind of, from a distance, to gain certain jumps that are longer than a normal strafe jump, because it surprises your opponent because they don't hear you for so long as you're airborne. So really nice play. Karwik goes for golden frag.
He certainly does, and has a stack to match. Going to be coming on in. Big pincer from Firebot there. It will keep Karwik at bay. Now he's stuck on the low ground. Firebot's over by red. We'll be able to pick it up. That's a very quick pincer from Karwik. Dear Lord.
Yeah. I swear his reaction times, I want to see him tested, because the way he likes to fight is not opposite you. He likes to kind of peek and in and out of, corners, and he likes to shoot, with just incredible, what I think is almost reaction times.
Yeah.
Because you can't predict what's going to be in the room, but he's always somehow able to hit these very difficult shots. And this red armor looks like it's going to be his. Again, nice use of the dodge mechanic. Just going to bounce on it and then off. And looking for a peek here. Here's his opponent. He knows the blue's gone, but he's positioned up. That's a good shot from Firebot, but doesn't want to convert on it. Yep. Takes the other blue, and now it's all about this red armor. Can Karwik finish the game here? Is Firebot going to play for it?
Oh, it looks like he will. He's probably looking for damage. The pincers, they're both going for them. Now the grenade, the shaft's coming down. The drop from Firebot looks so risky, but Karwik didn't predict it. And now he's on the other side of the map. Karwik gets hit by another pincer, just being peppered down over time right now. Firebot, well, could he drop for the Mega?
Oh, great use of the slow Weeble there.
Get the damage though. Yeah.
He's going to have position on the red, but Karwik can do damage here. Comes in, looks for a couple of blind rockets, isn't going to hit. Does hit a pincer. That blue might have already just been taken because I think Firebot came from the high ground. So actually, no, it's going to be spawning now. Red armor is important for Karwik here, not Mega. He shouldn't be moving around the map too much. If he takes any damage, the red is gone. Like, if he goes into this room, this is where Firebot can strike. Like, this is so dangerous to be here. If Firebot off that damage wanted to convert but didn't, that could have been his way back in, but he'd rather earn his advantage and just play for the Mega. So he still has more stack, but that really could have been a frag. I don't think it was a bad play at all. I think Firebot played that nicely.
Yeah,
there was just two options.
There's two options, and he always takes the more risk-averse one.
It's a safe one. Yeah.
And, you know, he'll go down the ship with his philosophy, but here's Karwik. Rocket jump, that was pretty smart. And some real heads-up play from Firebot to get out of there. Hits the 100 damage rocket as well, nullifying the red. Another big one. Firebot, does he smell blood? He's going to drop down the shaft there for Karwik, but he hits very little. Long-range pins, 85 damage, Mega as well. Firebot coming in with the shaft. Is he going to stay in this game? I think he is. Golden frag or not, Karwik is about to perish soon, maybe? Please? Please. Thank you, Lord. Firebot left with almost
He might not
nothing.
even get on the red,
Everything delayed. He's not going to get the red, is he? He's going to hit the 90 damage, needs to hit more. Will hit the 95. Firebot is still in this, ladies and gents.
Karwik just missed a game-ending pincer. Okay, 50 health's going to be up here for Firebot. This is huge. Karwik got the Mega. He's going to get this 50. Firebot just spamming grenades because he knows that's where the danger zone is. He's like, please spawn red, please spawn. I think 100. He's going to move forward. No, don't go
the other way.
He got down the stairs.
Done it. Rockets round the corner.
Out of all the times that Firebot plays safe, did he need to walk forward after hitting 100 damage grenade? He definitely should have played on the red armor, because if you picked it up, I think that the 50 HP bubble would have been spawning in about 5 seconds later, because it's a 20-second respawn time. But fantastic by Karwik. You know, great mechanics, as we say. I think that I would kind of say that Karwik did adapt his game to Firebot. He started off super aggressive, got kind of toned down, and then he played this kind of mid-aggression on the final map. But maybe some small mistakes from Firebot helped him over the edge. So nicely done.
Very nicely done indeed. That was quite a series. Firebot really gave him a game there, and that was down to the wire.
Yeah, I think Firebot, if he played another best of 3, I think it's he could win it quite easily as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you wouldn't bet on one or the other from the showing that they both played. It was extremely close. I think Karwik got a little bit more for his style out on Bioplant because Firebot really wasn't playing around it well. But again, Firebot adapted to the map 2, and then it was Karwik adapted again on map 3. So it was a great exchange of styles, kind of adapting to your opponent. But I do feel that Agent, if he was watching that, because he's waiting for the upper bracket finals, is going to be feeling pretty confident that, you know, because he has very similar mechanics. He's very safe as well when he needs to be. I think it's going to be such a tough game for Karwik going into the upper bracket finals.
Yeah, I mean, you faced Firebot, but now is the boss of that style. The final boss in Diabotical at the moment. I believe Agent has won every tournament he's entered. He is on a tear right now. But Karwik, I think if anyone's got the sort of explosive power to knock Agent down in this tournament, it's him.